This episode is going to be the very first episode of our Fish Species Wednesday. So, it was supposed to start probably 2 weeks ago, but I just never caught on. I was doing the other two series, Monday and Friday, and I just never started doing Wednesdays. But today, we're going to start doing them. And I thought we could start off with the fish that you guys eventually might see on this channel, or will see on this channel. And that is... Hold up. So the fish we're talking about today is the pea puffer. It's also known as the Indian dwarf puffer, the peewee puffer, pygmy puffer, bumblebee puffer, the BB puffer, whatever you want to call it. Most people just call it dwarf puffers. It's basically what I call it. Now this is an easy fish, but you have to be aware of how to, what it needs. And, before we get started, if nobody knows what it looks like. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is basically what a dwarf puffer looks like. They come in different colors, but that's about what they look like. And by the way, they're freshwater. But, yeah, like I said, they're easy, but you need to know what they need. So, the reason these are so popular is because, it's a pufferfish, and a lot of people love pufferfish, but yet a lot of them get really big. Most of them 1-2 feet, and then saltwater is just that much bigger. And dwarf puffers, most of them get half an inch to an inch at the most. And that's adult size. They don't get any bigger than that. Or if you guys don't use inches, 3 centimeters. 2 to 3 centimeters is their max. pH, they're tropical, so 6.5 to, maybe 7.5. I wouldn't try getting them any higher than that because that's like starting to go into cichlid range, and I would not risk that. But if you, not saying you can't try it if you did have higher pHs in your area, but you probably want to be careful. Temperature, same for like every fish, 76, 82. Lifespan, you never can really say how long a fish can live, because just like me, a fish can live one day and get sucked up in the intake. But if you're truly keeping this thing like in a tank where it's not gonna it's actually gonna live, puffers can live for anywhere from 3 to 7 years. I would put that through the middle and say maybe 5 years, about average. That's if you give them a good tank. Now they are semi-aggressive. This is where it kind of gets to. This is why I say they're easy, but you have to be kind of careful. They are semi-aggressive. They're fin nippers. So if you ever had tiger barbs or any of those fish, or even a beta, you've seen them nip tails. I've had tiger barbs in this tank, surprisingly. Obviously that didn't work out because they're not in this tank no more. But so when you have a tank of them, you want. And by the way, like the tank setup, no less than 5 gallons, and I don't really think 5 gallons. Most people, when you do this tank, you have to really do a pea puffer only tank, because you can't really have any other fish, and the only fish that's even possible is maybe a plecto or otto cincus, or maybe a shrimp, maybe. I doubt even shrimp wouldn't even work. But I would say 10 gallons, give them lots of hiding spots, and especially if you have more than one. And that's the thing. If you're going to have a P4 tank, have one. If you're going to have more, make sure you only have one male and the rest females. Because it's just going to be a big mess. And if I eventually keep mine, I do want to have more than one. But that'll come time, will tell if we do all that. But So yeah, a lot of people want to know, like, what do you feed them? They'll eat. They will not eat any food that's made for fish. The food you have to give them is either dry freeze bloodworms, and everybody has seen those, so I don't really have to explain that. Bloodworms or live snails, or really any live, maybe even some shrimp. You just have to feed them something live, either bloodworms, mysis shrimp, or snails. Basically, that's. I doubt clams because clams are big, so I wouldn't. Unless you have a big puffer, do not feed clams. Obviously, female to male. Any fish, a female's gonna have more round body. Maybe the male to female, they might have like different colorations. But pea puffers, one's gonna be more round. It's super hard to tell unless you're just a professional breeder or something. You can't. People like us, I mean, we can do our best to our abilities, but you can never know for sure. But oh, and I guess if people out there that care about the hardness, I would say 8 to 20. I don't worry about hardness, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. But if you're one of those people, I guess something they're known for, their big eyes and focus. There we go. Like, who wouldn't want to fish like this? I mean, there's a reason why it's so popular. But yeah, that's basically a quick rundown of a bee puffer. But yeah, the tank setup, minimum 10 gallons. Sand substrate, heavily planted. When I do mine's definitely gonna be. I'm gonna have a 20-gallon ADA soil planted, Dragonstone. I kind of explained that, and you can go check out the video. But yeah, if you guys want to know anything about pea puffers, definitely hit me up. If you want to know any fish from next week, definitely put down in the comments and comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.